Let's take it from the top. 1, 2. You know they say the truth is a light, but sometimes it just burns the house down. The coffee's still sitting on the nightstand, baby, but it's turned to ice. Just like the look in your eyes when you came home last night. I was awake, watching the shadows dance on the ceiling, wondering when the woman I love became a stranger in my own bed. You didn't say a word, just let your shoes hit the floor with a sound like a gavel. Guilt has a scent, darling, and it smells like cheap gin and a lie you haven't told yet. I counted every breath you took, hoping one of them would carry an apology, but the air remains still. The clock on the wall is mocking me, ticking away the seconds of a life I thought was ours. Every tick is a question, every talk is a doubt. How long has this been going on? How many nights did I sleep while you were wide awake in someone else's dream? A slow-moving train, and I'm tied to the tracks. Yeah, I'm tied to the tracks, baby. You took the silver, you took the gold, and you left me with a heart that's grown old and cold. Why'd you do it? Why'd you have to go and break the only thing that was true? Tell me why. I'm asking you. Found a matchbook in your coat pocket from a place across town. I know you never go, the Blue Velvet Lounge. We used to say that was a place for lonely hearts, but I guess you found company there. I stared at that little piece of cardboard until my eyes burned. It's funny how a small thing can collapse a mountain. I remember when we promised for better or worse, but I didn't know your worst involved another man's arms. I'm sitting here in the kitchen, the sun is trying to peek through the blinds, but it's gray in here, it's midnight in my soul, even if the world says it's morning. Yeah, play that cry for me. It knows what I'm talking about. You betrayed me, baby. You let the wolf in the door. And I was the one who turned the handle. I'm learning the hard way that a smile can be a mask, a kiss can be a weapon. Yeah, it's a long road down from the top of trust. Don't look at me now, don't you dare look at me. I'm just a man with a matchbook and a broken dream. Keep it rolling, don't stop yet. I went looking for a stamp, just a simple piece of paper to mail a letter. But I found a whole history instead, a stack of envelopes tied with a ribbon. I've never seen yellow ribbon, bright as the sun, hiding words that are dark as a grave. I read them all, every single one. I read about the Tuesdays in the park, and the way he makes you feel. My hands were shaking so hard, I thought the paper would shatter. You called him your soul's anchor. So tell me, baby, what does that make me? Am I just a dry land you're trying to escape? Every word was a needle, and I'm a pincushion for your infidelity. I stood there in our bedroom, the room where we brought our children home, and I felt like a ghost in my own house, watching you live a double life through the ink on a page. Oh, the ink is black, but the truth is red, like the blood on the floor from the words you said. Yeah, you're a paper trail trader, a letter right in line. I'm standing in the hallway, watching our love die. Yeah, it's dying. Woo! It's gasping for air. Oh, oh. How could you sit across from me at dinner, passing the salt and talking about the weather, while these letters were tucked away like a loaded gun? The hypocrisy is a heavy coat, and I don't know how you carry it without your back breaking. I looked at the dates you were writing to him on our anniversary. You were telling him you missed him while I was buying you roses. The roses are dead now, baby. They're sitting in the trash, and that's exactly where this marriage is headed. I feel a fire starting in my chest, and it's not the fire of love, it's the cold blue flame of a man who's realized he's been a fool for 1,000 days. Hit those keys, make them feel the anger. Read it back to me. Read the part where you said you never loved me. It's almost funny, isn't it? The joke's on me. The man in the suit, the man with the plan, the man who didn't know his wife was an author of fiction. Keep writing, baby. Write the end of the story. Write the part where I walk out that door. Take it home, boys. I heard your key jingle in the lock, a sound that used to bring a smile to my weary face. But tonight it felt like a hammer hitting a nail into the coffin of us. I sat there in the dark, my heart beating a slow, painful rhythm against my ribs, watching your silhouette cross the threshold. You hummed a little tune, a melody I didn't recognize, perhaps something he sang to you while the moon was high. And I was waiting by the window when you reached for the light. I saw the shift in the air, the way the warmth left the room as soon as you saw me sitting there, holding the weight of your secrets in my hands. I didn't have to say a word. The matchbook from the blue velvet lounge was sitting right there on the mahogany table, glowing like a coal in the fireplace. Your eyes went wide, and for the first time in 10 years, I saw the stranger living behind the mask of the woman I call my wife. The silence stretched between us, a vast canyon filled with the ghosts of the promises we made back in Memphis when the world was young and we were hungry for nothing but each other. Oh, the shadow in the doorway is all that's left of the flame. You traded my soul for a secret and a different name. Don't you try to explain it, don't you dare try to lie. The truth is a mountain, and I'm watching our love die. Yeah, I'm watching it gasp for air, watching it wither on the vine. Because you took the heart out of everything that was mine. You took it all, baby. Left me with the scraps. You stood there with your coat still on, your fingers trembling as they reached for the back of the sofa, looking for an anchor in a storm you created with your own hands. You started to say my name, but the word broke in the middle, falling on the hardwood floor like a piece of shattered glass. I asked you how long, and the sound of my own voice surprised me. It was hollow, like wind blowing through an empty house. You looked down at your shoes, unable to meet the gaze of the man who'd spent a decade building a sanctuary for a woman who was already looking for the exit. I thought about the letters I found, the yellow ribbon tucked away in the drawer, and the way you used to kiss me goodnight while your mind was miles away, wandering through the streets of another man's heart. The layers of deception are so thick now, I don't think 1,000 years of honesty could ever wash the scent of his betrayal off your skin. Is he worth the wreckage? Is his touch worth the sound of a home breaking apart at the seams? I look at you and I see the echoes of 1,000 dinners, 1,000 dances, and 1,000 dreams that are now just ash in the wind. You traded the sun for a flickering candle, and now we're both sitting here in the dark, waiting for the cold to take us under. Just a shadow, that's all you are now. A beautiful, haunting shadow in the doorway of a house that isn't a home anymore. When the excuses started, a frantic weaving of a web that was already torn to shreds by the reality sitting on the table. You told me you were confused, told me that work had been heavy, and that he was just a friend who listened when the world got too loud. A friend. Since when do friends leave their scent on your hair and their letters in your velvet-lined drawers? Every word out of your mouth felt like a brick, but instead of building a bridge back to me, you were just piling them up to hide your own shame. I sat there watching your lips move, wondering how the woman who nursed me through the fever could be the same one, giving me this cold, calculated poison. You tried to blame the loneliness, tried to blame the hours. I spit at the docks, but we both know that loneliness is a choice. When there's a man in the next room willing to die for your smile. You're a poet of the lie, a master of the maybe, but your verses don't rhyme with the truth tonight. Your alibi is a tattered dress, it can't hide the heart of this mess. Yeah, your alibi is a hole in the ground, and I'm getting tired of the same old sound. Stop the music, darling, stop the dance. You ran out of luck and you ran out of chance. Told me it was only once, then you said it was only when the nights were long, as if the calendar could justify the way you broke your vows. The math of a cheater is a funny thing. 1 + 1 always equals a 0 in the end. I remember that night in August when the rain was lashing against the window, and you said you were staying at your mother's because she was ill. I called her and she said you left hours ago. I sat on the porch until the sun came up, wanted to believe the lies I was already telling myself just to keep the dream alive. You came home with a story about a flat tire and a smile that tasted like copper. I wanted to forgive you so badly that I became your accomplice, helping you bury the evidence of your own infidelity until the ground was too full to hold anymore. Now the earth is giving up its dead, and I'm standing in the graveyard of our marriage, listening to the wind whistle through your empty excuses. Every I love you you whispered in the dark feels like a sting now. Every I'm yours feels like a debt that was never meant to be paid. You used my heart as a stepping stone to get to where you wanted to be, and you didn't even have the grace to look back when the stone started to crack under your weight. Keep your stories, give them to the man in the lounge. Maybe he'll believe the poetry of the guilty. I'm just a man who's finally learned how to read between the lines. Ooh. The silence that followed the lies was heavier than the words themselves. A thick, suffocating blanket that settled over the ruins of our bedroom. You didn't fight anymore. You just turned away and walked toward the closet, pulling out that old brown leather suitcase we bought on our honeymoon in New Orleans. The sound of the zipper opening was like a jagged knife cutting through the air. I stayed in the doorway, my arms crossed, watching you throw your life into that bag with a desperate, shaky hand. You didn't fold the silk dresses I bought you for your birthday. You didn't wrap the shoes. You just shoved it all in, as if you were trying to erase the last decade in 10 minutes flat. Every time a drawer slammed, it was a heartbeat stopping. Every time the hangers clattered together, it was a memory being tossed into the trash. You were packing the us away, leaving me with nothing but the empty spaces where your laughter used to hang like the finest curtains. Zip it up, take the shame, leave the keys and forget the name. Zip it up and walk out into the rain. There's nothing left here but the echo of the pain. You're packing the clothes, but I'm keeping the soul. I'm the one left to dig out of this hole. Yeah, leave the keys on the table, baby. I don't want. You reached for the jewelry box, the small silver one I gave you when we moved into this house. And for a moment your hand hovered over it like a bird with a broken wing. I thought maybe, just maybe, you'd leave the memories behind. I thought maybe you'd have the decency to leave the gold that was bought with my sweat and my devotion. But you tucked it in, deep into the corner of the bag, taking the spoils of a war you started in the dark. You didn't look at me once, you couldn't. The guilt was a physical weight, bowing your shoulders until you looked smaller than I ever remembered. I wanted to help you, I wanted to say stay. I wanted to pull you into my arms and pretend the last hour never happened. But my feet were anchored to the floor by the sheer weight of the betrayal. You dragged that suitcase toward the door, the wheels clicking on the hardwood like a countdown to a zero that was already here. There's no sorry big enough for this. There's no goodbye that carries enough weight to balance the scales. You're walking away with a bag full of things, and I'm staying here with a house full of nothing. The math just doesn't work, darling. It never did. Go on then, walk through that door. The wind is waiting for you, and so is the man who doesn't know you like I do. Love, let that trumpet cry. I ended up at the midnight hour, a bar where the lights are so low. You can't see the tears in a man's eyes unless he wants you to. The bartender, a guy named Silas, who's seen 1,000 hearts break and twice as many bottles, didn't ask a single question. He just pushed a glass of gin toward me and nodded toward the neon sign humming in the window. The blue and red light flickered across the surface of the drink, reminding me of the taillights of your car as you pulled away into the drizzle. I'm trying to drown the image of that suitcase, trying to wash away the scent of your loneliness. But you're a ghost that knows how to swim. Every sip is a memory, and every memory is a sting. I look at the other men lined up along the mahogany rail, and I see myself in every slumped shoulder and every trembling hand. We're all just members of the same club now. The betrayed, the abandoned, the ones who stayed home while the world went out and found someone else to love. Neon and gin, that's the state I'm in. Try to lose the feel of your skin. The ice is melting and the clock is slow. I've got nowhere to stay and nowhere to go. Pour me another one. The jukebox in the corner was playing some old Otis Redding track, something about pain in my heart, and I almost laughed because it felt too on the nose. The music used to be our sanctuary, but now it's just a reminder of the rhythm we lost somewhere between the mortgage and the matchbooks. I reached into my pocket and felt the cold metal of my wedding ring. I pulled it off and watched it spin on the bar top, a little circle of gold that was supposed to represent eternity, but ended up just being a zero. I wondered where you were at that exact moment. Are you in a motel room with him, listening to the same rain? Or are you realizing that the freedom you want so bad is just another word for being alone in a crowd? The gin is starting to numb the edges of the room, but the center of my chest is still a raw, open wound that no amount of spirit can heal. I'm a neon man now, bright on the outside, but empty in the middle. The world keeps spinning outside that door. People are laughing and making plans like the sun is actually gonna come up tomorrow. But in here, time is standing still. In here, it's always 3 a.m. and the girl I loved is always zipping up a suitcase and walking out into the dark. Keep the change, Silas, it's all the change I've got left. I'm gonna sit here until the lights go out and the neon stops humming my name. these four walls. It leaked out like oil into the street, staining every conversation I had at the grocery store and the gas station. I see them looking at me, the neighbors with their pitying smiles, and the old man at the barber shop who suddenly go quiet when I walk in. They knew, didn't they? They saw you at the Blue Velvet Lounge while I was working double shifts to pay for that fence you wanted. They saw the way he leaned in close, and they saw the way you didn't pull away. Every whisper in this town feels like a fly buzzing in my ear, a constant reminder that I was the last one to know the truth about my own life. I walked past the park today and saw the bench where we used to sit, and I wondered how many times you sat there with him, laughing at the man who was at home fixing the leak in the roof. The betrayal is public now, a scarlet letter branded on my chest, and I have to walk through this world knowing that everyone saw the knife go in before I even felt the steel. Oh, the whispers are louder than the truth ever was. They're talking in the shadows just because they saw the flame before I saw the smoke. They knew the punchline before I heard the joke. Yeah, the whole town is singing your song of deceit, and I'm just a man walking on the lonely side of the street. They all knew, baby, every single one of them. Yeah. I ran into your sister yesterday, and she couldn't even look me in the eye. She just stared at her shoes and talked about the weather like it was the most important thing in the world. That's when I knew for sure the lie wasn't just yours. It was a family affair, a conspiracy of silence that stretched across every holiday dinner and every birthday card. How could you all sit there and eat at my table knowing that the foundation was already rotten? I feel like a fool in a town full of kings, a man who believed in the sacredness of a vow while everyone else was just waiting for the crash. The shame isn't mine to carry, but it's sitting on my shoulders like a heavy winter coat in the middle of July. I wanna scream at them, stop talking, stop looking at me like I'm a broken glass, but I just keep my head down and my mouth shut, waiting for the gossip to find a new victim to tear apart. Is there any place where your shadow hasn't touched? Is there any corner of this town that doesn't hold a piece of your deception? I'm walking through a minefield of memories, never knowing which step is gonna blow my world apart all over again. Let them talk, let them whisper. The truth doesn't need a crowd to be real. It just needs a man who's tired of being lied to. Keep the lie to. The house has grown too big for me. The hallways have stretched out like long, dark tunnels that lead to rooms I'm afraid to enter. Your absence is a physical weight, a cold draft that follows me from the kitchen to the porch, whispering your name every time the floorboards creak. I found a hairpin on the bathroom floor today, a tiny piece of metal that felt like a mountain in my hand, a relic of a woman who doesn't live here anymore. I can still smell your perfume on the curtains when the wind blows, a floral ghost that haunts my morning coffee and my midnight prayers. I tried to move the furniture, tried to change the flow of the room, but the space where you used to sit is still there, a hollow gap in the air that no chair or table could ever fill. I sleep on the very edge of the bed, my body's still respecting the border of a territory that you abandoned without a second thought. The silence is a roar in my ears, a constant deafening reminder that the heart of this home has stopped beating, leaving me to wander through the ribs of a giant that's already dead. Oh, there's a ghost in the hallway, and it wears your face. It's haunting every corner and every single space. I'm living in a museum of the things we used to be, and every single shadow is looking back at me. Yeah, you're gone, but you're everywhere, like a heavy fog in the midnight air. I can't breathe in here, baby, it's too thick with you. I went to cook dinner tonight and realized I was making enough for two, my hands still following the habit of a decade. Even though my mind knows the table is only set for one, I looked at the empty chair, and for a second I thought I saw the hem of your dress, thought I heard the soft sound of your laugh, but it was just the wind or the ghost of my own desperation. You left a book on the nightstand with a bookmark halfway through, a story that will never be finished, a metaphor for the life we were writing, until you decided to tear out the pages. I tried to throw it away, but my fingers wouldn't let go, as if holding on to the paper could somehow bring back the person who read it. I'm trapped in the amber of what we were, a man preserved in the memory of a love that turned out to be a beautiful, elaborate lie. I walk through the rooms and I see the marks we made, the scratch on the door from the time we moved the piano, the stain on the rug from the wine we spilled on our first anniversary. And every mark is a witness to a crime I didn't know was being committed. How can someone be so present when they're so far away? How can a voice stay in the air long after the lips have stopped speaking? I'm talking to the walls, and I'm waiting for an answer that's never gonna come. Just a ghost, a beautiful haunting ghost, haunting ghost. I'm gonna have to burn this house down just to get some peace. The sadness has started to turn into something else. A cold, hard anger that sits in my gut like a stone at the bottom of a well. I spent the morning in the backyard, burning the photographs I couldn't bear to look at anymore, watching our smiles turn to black ash and fly away into the gray sky. I watched your wedding dress catch fire, the one I paid for by working 12 hours a day in the heat. And I felt a strange, bitter satisfaction as the silk melted into nothing. Was it worth it, darling? Was the thrill of a secret lounge and the touch of a stranger worth the destruction of everything we built with our bare hands? Oh, I look at the wreckage of my life and I don't see a tragedy anymore. I see a swindle, a long con played by a woman who knew exactly how to break a man's spirit without leaving a mark. You didn't just leave, you sabotaged the bridge on your way out, making sure there was no way back for either of us. I'm not crying anymore, I'm just staring at the embers and wondering how I could have been so blind to the fire you were starting in the dark. Oh, the ash is cold, but the anger is deep. I'm finally awake while the rest of the world is asleep. You burned the barn just to see the light, and now you're wandering alone in the middle of the night. Yeah, the fire is out, but the scar is gonna stay. And I'm finally finding the words I didn't know how to say. You burned it all, baby. And for what? For nothing. Paper in your jewelry box, and I realized he's just a man, no better than me, probably worse. He didn't love you, he just loved the fact that you were mine. He was a thief, but you were the one who left the door unlocked and the lights on to guide him in. The anger is a clean thing, a sharp blade that's cutting away the rot of the lies you told me. I'm realizing that the perfection I thought we had was just a thin layer of paint over a crumbling wall. You didn't break my heart, you just broke my habit of believing in you. I look at the house now and I don't see a sanctuary. I see a prison where I was the guard and the prisoner at the same time. I'm done carrying the guilt that belongs to you, and I'm done waiting for an apology. That would just be another lie anyway. The smoke is clearing, and for the first time in a long time, I can see the horizon, and it doesn't have your name written across it in the clouds. Every letter, every rip, every secret, it's all going into the fire. I'm cleaning out the closets of my soul, making room for a life that doesn't include the weight of your betrayal. Oh, let it burn, let it all turn to ash. I'm gonna build something new on the ground you cleared. I stood in front of the mirror this morning and actually looked at the man staring back at me, not the ghost I've been for the last few months. The lines around my eyes are deeper, and there's a touch of gray at my temples that wasn't there before the suitcase zip shut. But my eyes are clear for the first time in a decade. I survived you, baby. I survived the matchbooks, the yellow ribbons, and the shadow in the doorway. I'm still standing, even if the floorboards are a little shaky, and the roof is leaking a bit more than it used to. I realize that the love I gave you didn't disappear when you walked out. It just came back to me a little bruised and battered, but still alive. I'm learning how to breathe without checking the air for your lies, and I'm learning how to sleep without waiting for the sound of your key in the lock. The sun came up this morning and it didn't ask for your permission, and the birds are singing a song that doesn't have a single word about betrayal in it. Oh, the man in the mirror at the start and the smile has been walking in the dark for a long, long while, but the fever is gone and the blood is running cool. I'm finally learning I don't have to be your fool. Yeah, I'm still here and the world is still wide, and I'm finally finding the man who was hiding inside. I'm still here, baby, you didn't break me. I went out for a walk today and I didn't look at the ground. I looked at the trees and the sky and the people passing by. I realized that the world is full of beauty that has nothing to do with you, and that my life is a story that's only just beginning. It's the second chapter. I thought you were the sun, but you were just a cloud passing through. And now that you're gone, the light is finally hitting the corners of my heart again. I'm not looking for a new love, and I'm not looking for revenge. I'm just looking for the peace that comes from knowing the truth. No matter how much it hurt to hear it, I look at the place where your suitcase used to be, and I don't feel a hole anymore. I just see a space where I can put something new. I'm reclaiming my name, reclaiming my time, and reclaiming the soul you tried to trade for a cheap thrill in a backroom lounge. The mirror doesn't lie, and today it tells me that I'm gonna be just fine, with or without the woman who didn't know what she had until she threw it all away. The weight is lifting, the fog is clearing, and the road ahead is looking a lot less lonely than it did yesterday. I'm stepping out of the shadow and into the light, and I'm not looking back. I'm still here, still breathing, still a man, and that's more than you can say for the ghost you left behind.
Song I'm gonna sing about you, the final note in a symphony of sorrow that's been playing for far too long. I'm closing the book, zipping up the memory, and putting it on a shelf where it can gather dust until it's forgotten. I changed the locks on the doors today, not to keep you out, but to remind myself that this is my sanctuary now, a place where only the truth is allowed to enter. I took the wedding ring to the bridge and watched it sink into the dark water. A tiny golden ripple in a river that's always moving toward the sea. I don't hate you anymore. Hate is just another way of staying connected, and I'm ready to be untethered, ready to drift away from the wreckage of what we were. You were a hard lesson, darling, but I've learned it well, and I'm graduating from the school of your deception with my head held high and my heart wide open. And the silence in the house isn't screaming anymore. It's just peaceful, a quiet space where I can finally hear the sound of my own thoughts again. Oh, this is the final note, the end of the line. I'm taking back everything that was ever mine. You can keep the secrets, you can keep the lies. I'm looking at the world with a new set of eyes. Yeah, the song is over, and the curtain is down, and I'm the only king left in this town. It's over, baby, the show is done. Good night. I'm gonna go out tonight, not to a lounge or a diner, but just out into the world to see where the wind takes a man who's finally free. I'm gonna find a new rhythm, a new melody, and a new way to be the person I was before I met you. I look back at the Judas Kiss and I see it for what it was, a moment of weakness that became my greatest strength. You tried to destroy me, but you only succeeded in burning away the parts of me that weren't real anyway. I'm more myself today than I ever was when I was yours, and that's a gift you didn't mean to give me, but I'm taking it nonetheless. So goodbye to the yellow ribbons, goodbye to the blue velvet lounge, and goodbye to the woman who thought a secret wasn't worth the soul. The music is fading out, the lights are coming up, and I'm walking out of this studio and into a brand new day. The sun is hitting the pavement, the air is fresh and clean, and I'm finally living a life that isn't a scene in your play. I'm free, baby, truly, deeply free. Wrap it up, boys. We got what we came for. I'm going home to a house that's finally quiet.